Hi guys, this is John back again with another model final reveal video. Today this is the 1/32 scale Supermarine Spitfire F Mark 22. This was originally the Matchbox mould, but this is a repop from Revell, which is the boxing that I covered. But it is originally a Matchbox moulding tooling from the mid-1970s. Let's just start first of all with my overall thoughts. Generally, the kit is actually quite accurate. A lot of people might think, oh, it's a Matchbox kit, they're not terribly accurate. Well, most Matchbox kits are quite accurate in outline, but their detail tends to be quite basic. And as this is a 32nd scale model, the detail is rudimentarily basic, but the kit does have a faithfully detailed engine, which you can see. You can see it in there quite nicely. That Griffin engine is in there. The propeller does rotate quite nicely. It also has, if I can show you very quickly, you've got a couple of doors that are removable on both the wings to show the engine and bullet feed boxes, which is quite nice. And the underside of the aircraft, which I've done in Tamiya Sky Grey, looks like that. Yeah, those panels have come off that wing as well, and I'll talk about those in a minute. But the underside of the aircraft, yeah, there it is. I wish I could get all of the aircraft in for you, but unfortunately I can't. I have got a couple of gripes with this kit. The pilot figure isn't bad, but he's not fantastic. It does have a sliding canopy, which hopefully I can show you. There we go. The canopy does slide. It's a bit tight, but it does slide shut and it does open quite tightly. It's quite a snug fit. And you can see the access panels for the machine gun, the cannon feeds and the bullet feeds there quite nicely. But these engine cowling, the side cowlings here, they don't stay on the kit. This one here stays on as long as you don't tilt it over to that side, and this one just comes off straight away automatically. And these door panels for the gun feed boxes are an absolute nightmare because, and this is a big tip if you're building either the Revell repop or the Matchbox kit, once you've got all of this painted up and dealt on the wings all together, put these back in the box until you're ready to paint your kit, gloss varnish it and put the decals on. And whenever you work on this kit, whilst it's in construction, take these panels off and hide them in the box so you don't forget where they are and you don't lose them, because I must have searched on the carpet 20 times trying to find one of these. And you'd think quite a large piece, it shouldn't really be an issue, but it was. And they went missing all the time. And the aircraft's main gripe that I've got is the spread on the undercarriage is a little bit too wide. I think the spread on the undercarriage should be a lot narrower than that, but it's how the undercarriage goes together on the Matchbox kit. It just seems to angle them out a little bit, and I'm pretty sure they should be straight down. So I don't know whether that's a tolerance or wear and tear issue on the tooling, or whether just Matchbox did that. But the aircraft I did was an F Mark 22 based in Singapore in 1947, I believe. And this aircraft really did exist. I do believe this aircraft is actually in a museum now. Which one it's in, I'm not sure, but Hendon sort of comes to mind. And I've gone for the museum gloss finish look on it because I think it gives you a much more sort of, yeah, that canopy is quite difficult to sort. It gives you a much more impressive kit when it's finished, and I did enjoy building this. It's quite an enjoyable kit to put together, although the wing roots, these wing root panels here are separate to the fuselage and the wing, and you have to put them in as filler plates and then fill them. Quite a bit of filler is required, but they go together okay. They lend themselves quite nicely to the kit. I would recommend this kit. Large scale though it is, I don't think it would prove an issue to a novice builder. I wouldn't say it would be a good kit to build as your first one or two, but maybe a couple of months, into the modelling hobby and a bit of experience, this kit shouldn't really pose you any problems whatsoever. Even the interior is quite easy to manufacture, put together, and it's not a problem whatsoever. And I did really enjoy building this kit. So anyway, that's the video out of the way. I hope this video has been of some use. If you have any queries, questions, any problems whatsoever, just let me know in the comments. Oh, by the way, before I go and close this video, the paint colours I chose were Tamiya's Acrylic Sky Grey for the underside. There was a colour Humbrol Gloss Coat 67, which is a light bluey colour. I often use this colour for the undersides of Russian aircraft during World War II. The top coat camo was reproduced with Matte 30 Humbrol Green and Matte 27 Dark Sea Grey Humbrol coats. So the underside is painted in acrylic, the top coat is painted in enamels, and it's all brush painted. There's no airbrush work on this kit whatsoever. So anyway, that's the video finished. Any queries, questions, I'll get back to you as quickly as I can if you leave them in the comments. If I can get that back in there we go. It should be sorted. I'll just put these panels on so you can see what the kit looks like when they're in place. Yeah, did enjoy building this. It was a good kit. Nice build. Enjoyed it. There we go. Anyway, that's the video finished, and I'll catch you for the next one. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll speak to you again. Bye bye.